So if you were to look at me right now, you wouldn't think I would have anything wrong with me. But really, I have, wait, can you still see?
Yeah.
I have an ostomy, and if you lift up just a little bit, you can see where it is. And so it's just like right here. So the bag starts up here and it ends right here. And when it fills up, I look like a dude, but it's okay. Yeah. My name is Azelle Castro. I'm 16 years old and I'm a junior at Blue Valley North High School. What I like to do, I like to hang out with my family. Might be a little boring, but family is pretty awesome. I like to drive around because I have my license, and I like to drive around, listen to music, go to the store. I just like doing regular teenage things. I have ulcerative colitis, and I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis the end of July 2017. Ulcerative colitis is like the inflammation of your colon. So you have like basically the GI tract is your mouth, your esophagus, your stomach, your small intestine, and your colon. And so my colon was inflamed, so it's an autoimmune disease where your body, your white blood cells attack the good bacteria in the gut. So not only the bad one, but the good kind too. And so it causes like cuts or like basically ulcers in your colon. And it's just not fun. It's not fun. I didn't really understand what ulcerative colitis meant when they told me I had it. I was like, okay, cool. It wasn't cool that I was hurting, but I didn't quite understand it. There was a lot of crying between my family because they didn't want me to have a chronic illness. You know, that's never fun. But I think at first I was really overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed so much as because I have it. It was because I had never taken pills before, and I would have to take a lot of medication to get me under control. And so I was overwhelmed by all the new things that were flying my way. Beginning of August, maybe I think it's August 16th, I was admitted into the hospital again, and this time it was the longest stay for around 7 weeks. I think 54 or 56 days. I was the longest patient on the floor when I left. And a lot of people would say it was a bad time, but it actually was pretty good considering everything. So my ulcerative colitis turned into acute severe colitis, is when it's the worst it could possibly get, and it was big and poofy. So maybe a normal colon's like this big. Well, mine was so inflamed it was this big. There was word and talk about taking out my colon because it probably would be ultimately better to like have life without a colon. It was really scary at first. I cried, you know, basic things. I mean, this isn't ideal to deal with this with anybody at any age, but especially like being a high schooler. But I knew I would need it, and it sounded, honestly, when I was so terrified, but it sounded like a dream. That sounds a bit weird, but knowing that I wouldn't have to constantly be going to the bathroom 24/7 was like amazing. It felt like that was unreachable, and it finally was in my hands. An ileostomy is when it has to deal with your small intestine, and I have an ileostomy. So it's a small stoma, it's your small intestine, and it kind of sticks out of your stomach on the side right here, and you have a bag connected to your skin, so you can just poop in it, and then you just go to the bathroom and empty it. Why we have a bag and why we can't just go to the bathroom is because you don't know when you're gonna poop. You don't have any nerve endings in your small intestine, so it just happens. You can't stop it, you can't hold it. It just goes. Having an ostomy bag was really weird at first, but it's okay. At first, I didn't have any like opinions about it, but like some days I'm like, whoa, like I just remember what life was like before it, and I'm like, whoa, that wasn't there before, and now it's here now. And so I don't necessarily feel any different than like my peers, but on the other hand, I do feel different because none of them have this. I know if I walk around school, I normally cover it up with my jeans, but on days I don't feel like wearing jeans and like sweatpants, I can't just hike up my sweatpants, so I wear it under, and I have these awesome bag covers my stepmom makes, and I just wear that over it so it doesn't gross anybody else out. But I do get a lot of stares. They're like, what is that? An ostomy doesn't prevent you from doing anything. I can do anything. I could even take a shower with the bag I have on. I can go to the pool. I can hike. As long as I feel up to it, I'm able to do it. I would like people to know that it's very scary to have an ostomy, but it's okay to have an ostomy, and it's gonna be all right.
So you're just like a regular teenager?
I'm just like a regular teenager, man. Regular one. Same annoying, but smart and cute teenager.